Good evening, everyone. I call the City Council meeting for Wednesday, May 8th, 2024 to order. A lot of things going on in the world, so at this time, we'll have a moment of silence for you to think about whatever it is you'd like to think about. Thank you. If you'd all please stand and join Alderman Jobson in leading us all in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Alderman Jobson. Mr. Krupp, if you would be kind enough to call the roll tonight.
Ardon.
Here.
Kelly.
Here.
McGinnis.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
Grip.
Here.
Newton.
Here.
Lynch.
Here.
T-Dunn.
Here.
Jobson.
Here.
And Burkholder.
Here.
10 present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. So good evening and welcome, everyone. As we begin the meeting of the City Council, I'd like to welcome everybody in attendance and anybody who's watching through any particular electronic device. We respectfully welcome your comments and opinions, but please, we ask you to please keep in mind that as you share your thoughts, you're sharing them with your fellow Davenporters and anybody throughout the region. We're certainly happy you're participating in your city government, but do ask that your participation please reflect the common desire we all share to make Davenport a better place. Especially for the folks in here, if you'd be kind enough to put your cell phone on silent. I know there's a lot of pictures coming, simply that it doesn't get in the way of anybody talking. If you want to address the council tonight at the end, please come to the podium. The microphone's above you. We'd love to know your name, ward, or address, and if you're not from here, we'd love to know where you're from, and you'll have 3 minutes. Please address the council as a body and not any one individual. We'll be respectful of you. Please be respectful of us. Thank you. Will an alderman please move approval of the City Council's special meeting minutes for April 16, 2024?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. Will an alderman move approval of the City Council meeting minutes for April 24th, 2024?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Ms. Merritt, is there a city administrator update?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Very good. Will an alderman please move approval of the report of the Committee of the Whole for May 1st, 2024?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. We have 5 proclamations this evening: Military Appreciation Week, National Police Week, Public Works Week, River Cleanup Day, and Kids to Park Day. The first one's Military Appreciation Week, and I'll be honored to read that. So, proclamation. Whereas the City of Davenport recognizes the sacrifices and dedication of the active, retired, and future service members of the United States military and their families, and whereas the City of Davenport and the Quad City region as a whole is home to many of these service members with our close proximity to and deep appreciation of the Rock Island Arsenal and multiple military installations, and whereas these service members are a critical part of our region, filling roles as co-workers, neighbors, friends, and strengthening the social fabric of this area as outstanding role models and community leaders. And whereas many service members have heroically given their lives in conflict for the defense of freedom and strength as citizens of this great nation, and whereas it is crucial to recognize and celebrate the veterans of these conflicts and to be aware of and responsive to their ongoing needs, both physical and emotional, and whereas civilian workers at facilities such as the Rock Island Arsenal play an important role in the support of these service members, the strength of the United States and its promise of freedom, and the success of the Quad City region as a whole. And now, therefore, we, Mayor Mike Mattson, and the City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do hereby proclaim May 12th to May 18th, 2024 as Military Appreciation Week in Davenport, and ask all residents to join us in extending gratitude and appreciation to all military service members and veterans and families for their service and sacrifice. I'll accept a motion to move the proclamation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor for the proclamation?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. And I'd be happy and honored to have Colonel Mitchell, the garrison commander of the Rock Island Arsenal, to meet me at the podium. Mr. Reiners is a veteran if you want to. Thank you very much. And thanks to all the soldiers, sailors, airmen, families, veterans, everybody that works in Arsenal. It's honored to have them as part of our community. So,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, if we can get a picture.
Thank you, sir. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you. Like to say a few words.
Sure.
I'm Colonel Dan Mitchell, the Garrison Commander at Rock Island Arsenal, and I would just like to say thank you on behalf of all service members for recognizing our service, as well as the service of all of our veterans and our family members. The Quad Cities, and especially Davenport, has always been very supportive of us. We appreciate everything you do. And I just want to also say that next week, we are having our Armed Forces Day celebration at the Arsenal, an opportunity to celebrate Armed Forces Day, a holiday that America's been celebrating since 1950, that celebrates all active service members, active reserve component, those currently serving. So thank you for your support, and you're welcome to come out to the Arsenal for our activities there. So thank you all.
Thank you, Colonel. Next is National Police Week. I'll read. Proclamation, whereas in 1962, President John F. Kennedy signed the first proclamation recognizing May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. And whereas City of Davenport police officers protect and care for the well-being of our community while serving with integrity, fairness, competency, and professionalism. And whereas through their courageous work and dedicated efforts, our officers provide the citizens of Davenport a safe, stable, and welcoming place to live. And whereas we honor and celebrate the men and women of the Davenport Police Department for their noble commitment to keep our community safe and recognize the sacrifices made by the officers and their families. And whereas the City of Davenport remembers and gives special recognition to the officers who have fallen in the line of duty. And now, therefore, we, Mayor Mike Mattson, and the City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do hereby declare our appreciation to all law enforcement officers and honor those who have fallen in the line of duty by proclaiming May 12 to 18, 2024 as National Police Week and May 15, 2024 as Peace Officer Memorial Day in Davenport, and urge all citizens to join us in recognizing the dedication and sacrifices made by all law enforcement officers. The Davenport Scribe Bridge will display the color blue from Monday, May 13, 2024 through Sunday, May 19, 2024 in recognition of National Police Week and Peace Officer Memorial Day. I'll accept a motion to approve the proclamation.
So moved.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. And I'll meet our wonderful chief at the podium. Chief and Major. Congrats. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please say a word and we'll take a picture.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jeff Blale, your chief. On behalf of everybody, the men and women of the Davenport Police Department, we appreciate the proclamation for taking the recognition for Police Officers Memorial Week as well as our service. Monday, we do have a memorial service that honors the 4 fallen police officers of the city of Davenport. We have a very dangerous job that we do, but we have a very supportive community as well as an organization that stands on our training and professionalism that carries us through. So we couldn't thank you guys enough for your support, our community support. We couldn't do this job without you. So thank you for the proclamation. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief and Major. Next is Public Works Week. Will be read by Alderman Rick Dunn. Alderman Rick Dunn, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. The proclamation reads, whereas the services provided in our community by the Public Works Development and Neighborhood Services and Engineering and Capital Projects Department are an integral part of our citizens' everyday lives, and whereas the support of an informed and understanding citizenry is vital to the efficient operation of public works systems and programs such as building, rental, and environmental inspections, composting, engineering, facility maintenance, fleet maintenance, forestry, natural resources, solid waste collection, sewer and street maintenance, parking, transit, and water pollution control. And whereas the health and safety and comfort of this community greatly depends on these facilities and services, And whereas the quality and effectiveness of these facilities, as well as their planning, designing, and construction is vitally dependent upon the efforts and skills of our staff. And whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel who staff the Public Works, Development, and Neighborhood Services, and Engineering and Capital Projects departments is materially influenced by the citizens of the council's attitude and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. Now therefore, we, Mayor Mike Mattson, and the City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do by here proclaim the week of May 19th through May 25th, 2024 as Public Works Week in Davenport, and we call upon all citizens and civic organizations to acquaint themselves with the issues involved in public works and neighborhood services and recognize the contribution of our employees make every day to the health, safety, comfort, and quality of life in our community, dated this 8th day of May 2024, and I move the proclamation.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. Any opposed, same sign. I believe Ms. Gleason will meet me at the podium.
Mayor, Council, thank you so much for this recognition. We really appreciate it. If you don't know, we have over 350 employees that make up this group, and you see them in and around town all day and in the field, and we appreciate the support. And in recognition, we do host an annual breakfast for the employees, and we plan to do that later this month. So thank you so much.
Thank you. The next is River Cleanup Day. That will be read by Alderwoman Burkholder. Alderwoman Burkholder, please.
Thank you. City of Davenport, Iowa proclamation, whereas since 1973, the United States has observed National River Cleanup Day of Action during May to promote river cleanups, educate, motivate kids, and organize team building. And whereas over 1.3 million volunteers have participated and more than 17 million pounds of trash have been removed from the United States rivers as a result of this holiday. And whereas the Quad Cities has a unique geography as a bi-state region located along the banks of the Mississippi River, which is a vital source of drinking water, an important habitat for wildlife and plants, and a recreational and economic amenity. And whereas the Walton Family Foundation, in partnership with Eman Counseling and the Quad Cities Community Foundation, is working to improve water quality in the Mississippi River with the priority of centering communities of color and low socioeconomic status as leaders in the community-based solutions. And whereas in 2023, the partnership formed the Clean River Advisory Council to center the voices and lived experiences of the communities that have been disproportionately impacted by environmental issues to inspire all community members to consider those whose experiences are different from their own as we seek to create a more inclusive conservation community. And whereas during National River Cleanup Day, the Clean River Advisory Council aims to bring awareness to its Mississippi River equity vision, which underscores the significance of culture, wellness, and a sense of belonging in and around the Mississippi River. And whereas during National River Cleanup Day, the Clean River Advisory Council aims to highlight the importance of a zero pollution mindset. And whereas the proactive measures taken by the City of Davenport recognize the importance of the Mississippi River and are committed to highlighting the importance of zero pollution mindset. And now therefore, we, Mayor Mike Mattson, and the City of Davenport, City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do hereby proclaim May 18th, 2024 as River Cleanup Day in Davenport and commend its observance to all residents, dated this day, May 8th of 2024. I move the proclamation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? I have Ladrina Wilson and Brian Baxter to accept.
On behalf of the Clean River Advisory Council, we're very grateful for this proclamation. I don't have to tell you all how important the Mississippi River is to the city of Davenport and our entire Quad Cities community. And we are dedicated to advancing our Mississippi River equity vision, trying to make sure that the river and our environment here is here not just for us today, but for all of our children and grandchildren in the future, and supporting all of our communities. So thank you so much for the recognition.
Thank you. The next proclamation is Kids to Parks Day. That will be read by Alderman Joshin. Alderman Joshin, please.
Whereas May 18th, 2024 is the 14th Kids to Park Day launched and organized by the National Park Trust and held annually on the third Saturday of May. And whereas Kids to Parks Day empowers kids and encourages families to get outdoors and visit local parks, public lands, and waters. And whereas, as a community, we should encourage children to lead a more active lifestyle. And whereas Kids to Parks Day broadens children's appreciation for nature and the outdoors. And whereas Kids to Park Day recognizes the importance of responsible recreation while enjoying the benefits of the outdoors. And whereas the City of Davenport will celebrate Kids to Parks Day this year at the Fedgeberry Family Fun Day on Saturday, May 18th. And now, therefore, we, Mayor Mike Mattson, and the City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do hereby proclaim May 18th, 2024 as Kids to Park Day in Davenport, and urge all residents to take the children in their lives to a neighborhood, state, or national park, dated this 8th day of May, 2024. I move the proclamation. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Proclamation passes, and here to accept is Billy Fisher from Parks and Recreation Department.
Say a few words.
Billy Fisher, Senior Operations Manager for Parks and Recreation. I want to extend our thank you to the mayor and all of you from the council for your support for Parks and Recreation. We are enthusiastic about parks. We're passionate about parks. I invite everybody in here to join their neighborhood park or visit their neighborhood park and maybe visit a park that you haven't been to. We really try and give the best experience for everybody that visits our parks, and we can't do that without your help. So thank you for your support.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a big presentation. So one of the really cool things that I and the city council gets to do periodically is swear in the people that answer the 911 calls and come when people call. So tonight, I'll meet the chief at the podium to swear in a group of wonderful individuals who said, pick me to be a Davenport police officer. So, Chief.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council, Jeff Bladel, your police chief. It was with immense pleasure that we get the opportunity to introduce 8 of our newest officers. 7 of them had just recently graduated from ILEA, and we actually have 1 who was a previously sworn officer from the Iowa City Police Department joining our force. Just a word to the families and friends today as you guys embark this journey with your officers. Your officers are joining a city. They're joining an organization that is highly professional, that we devote and dedicate and prioritize our training, our connections, our commitment to our officers and to our community, ultimately keeping them in a safe place and on firm standing. We believe in connecting with and working alongside our community to collaborate and address the most pressing challenges we face. These new officers join a force that not only values tradition and excellence, but also progress and adaptability. So as we continue to grow as a police department, we continue to grow through the ranks and continue to connect with our community. So our first officer that we get to introduce is Police Officer Nicholas Wood. So Nicholas Wood was born in Moline, Illinois, and during high school relocated to North Iowa, where he graduated from North Iowa High School. Nicholas served over 21 years in the Iowa National Guard and retired in April of 2023 at the rank of Sergeant First Class. In his free time, he enjoys hunting and fishing. His grandmother, Gloria, will be pinning his badge. So we'll get the oath first. Yep.
I state your name.
I, Nicholas Wood,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of police officer
discharge all the duties of police officer
of the City of Davenport,
of the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
now or hereafter,
now and hereafter,
required by law.
required by law.
You're a Davenport police officer.
One, two.
Congratulations.
Police Officer Sean Hackett. Sean Hackett was born in Independence, Iowa, and has been a resident of the Quad Cities for 16 years. Hackett is currently pursuing his associate's degree in criminology at Scott Community College. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his wife and 5 children, in addition to spending time outdoors doing activities such as fishing, hunting, and hiking. His wife, Angel, will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
I, Sean Hackett,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the United States Constitution
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
for the City of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
now and hereafter,
required by law.
required by law.
Police Officer Israel Mora, Jr. Israel Mora, Jr. was born in Davenport, Iowa, and attended North Scott High School. After high school, he enlisted in the United States Air Force, serving 7 years as a senior airman before separating in June of 2023. In his free time, Israel enjoys spending time with his partner, son, and their dog. He's excited to be back in the Quad Cities to start his career at the Davenport Police Department. His partner, Megan, and son will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
I, Israel Mora,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and
and that I will faithfully and impartially to the best of my ability discharge all the duties of a police officer for the city of Davenport, county of Scott, state of Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law. Your Davenport Police Officer.
Police Officer Cody Jones. Cody Jones was born in Davenport, Iowa, and grew up in Parkview. He graduated from North Scott High School. After high school, he attended Scott Community College and obtained his welding certification and worked framing houses before joining the Davenport Police Department. In his free time, Cody enjoys hunting, fishing, and competitive shooting. His fiancee, Sydney, will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
I, Cody Jones,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties of a police officer
discharge the duties of a police officer
for the city of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
county of Scott,
County of Scott,
state of Iowa,
and the State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
and now hereafter
required by law.
required by
Your
law.
Davenport Police Officer.
Police Officer Jared Getty. Jared Getty was born in Cologne, Minnesota, and graduated from Caskey High School. After graduation, Jared enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, serving as an infantry rifleman with the rank of corporal, where he served 4.5 years with 2 deployments before moving back to the Quad Cities. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his wife, gaming, and working out. His wife, Sierra, will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
I, Jared Getty,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties of a police officer
discharge the duties of a police officer
for the city of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
county of Scott,
County of Scott,
state of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
as now or hereafter
required by law.
required by law.
Your Davenport Police Officer.
Police Officer Brandon Montero. Brandon Montero was born in Van Nuys, California, and was raised in Moline, Illinois, attending Moline High School. After graduation, Brandon attended Western Illinois University, where he earned his bachelor degree in law enforcement with a minor in Homeland Security. In his free time, Brandon enjoys spending time with his family and friends outdoors and playing pickleball. His mother, Sandra, will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
I, Brandon Montero,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
for the City of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
is now or hereafter
required by law.
required by law.
Your Davenport police officer.
Yeah. Police Officer Emily Anderson. Emily Anderson grew up in Homer Glen, Illinois, attending Lockport High School. After graduation, she attended St. Ambrose University, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in forensic psychology and criminal justice. During her high school and college, Emily was a member of the lacrosse team. In her free time, she enjoys spending time with family and friends, bird watching, reading, and taking care of her pet rabbit. Her mother, Jennifer, will be pinning her badge.
I state your name.
I, Emily Anderson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police
for the
officer
City of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
as now and hereafter
required by law.
required by law.
Your Davenport police officer.
Police Officer Treshondis Bunch. Treshondis Bunch was born and raised in Waterloo, Iowa, and graduated from Northern University High School. Bunch attended University of Northern Iowa, where he ran track and field and graduated with his bachelor's degree. He previously worked for the Iowa City Police Department for 7 years before joining the Davenport Police Department. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his family and friends and spending summers in Okoboji. His wife, Allison, will be pinning his badge.
I state your name.
Trey Bunch,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa.
and that I will faithfully
I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
for the City of Davenport,
for the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
is now and hereafter
required by law.
required by law.
Your Davenport police officer.
It might be stuck. It's happened though. There you go. Just the top.
Again, Mayor, City Council, we appreciate all the support that you provide the police department. These officers will start in the field training program this weekend, a 20-week training program within, but we couldn't do it without you. And a special thanks to our HR, Scotty Vandy Hustine back there, who's been dedicated to the recruitment. I know that staffing has been a challenging for us, but we feel that we're continually moving in that good direction from all your support, but also from our community support. So we are very proud of the officers in our department, and we're excited to add these two, or add these all, actually, to our agency. So thank you again for your support.
We'll go ahead and pause a moment if folks would like to leave. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but go enjoy your new police officer. Okay, thank you. We'll carry on with the agenda. Next is petitions and communications. Anyone tonight? Alderwoman McGinnis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple of things. Wanted to thank the folks who came out last night, the planning and zoning meeting, the hearing for the vacation of West Fifth Street at the Frank L. Smart School location was last night at the Frank Smart School. The Planning and Zoning Commission will take that up again at their meeting on May 14th, Tuesday, May 14th at 5 p.m. in council chambers. and certainly anyone from the public is invited if they wish to comment. And then I am holding, my ward meeting will not be the third Monday, which would be Monday, May 20th, but it will be Thursday, May 23rd at 6:30, again at Frank L. Smart. And this meeting is to talk a little bit again about the construction, more about that, and kind of their plans. They have some interesting concepts and of learning and what's going to happen at that site. It's pretty exciting. And anybody, Frank L. Smart reaches an area way to the east of Frank L. Smart and way to the west and almost up to Locust. So it's a large group of a large area of our city. It will be 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. And so some really interesting concepts that'll be going on there, and people are certainly invited to come and learn about that. I also wanted to mention there has been a concern of recent about some adult business activity in Third Ward that is being addressed. I wanted to let everybody know that. I hope that it comes to a quick conclusion, but it is something that I've been working on for several weeks. And so just want to let folks know who might be concerned. So we're working on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderwoman McGinnis. Alderman Kelly.
Thank you. I appreciate the moment to speak. All right, Mama. So I have a few concerns that have been bugging me. I know you guys don't care about me, and I'm cool with that because I didn't come down here for friends. I understand that I have to do the work, and the work is hard. Let me tell you, the way I get hit from the public, I get it. But to be hit from this class of folks over here to the left, AKA the employees, how they are protected by the city of Davenport, whenever I have a complaint, it's always an investigation, but I never get answers to my investigation. And I say that to say this because the Civil Rights Commission is always ongoing stuff that they entertain when they do something wrong. The only department in the city that is black and brown, and they entertain this stuff weekly and monthly. But let me tell you, if it was in finance, you wouldn't have it. If it was in another department, you wouldn't have it. If it was at Public Works, you wouldn't have it. So why is it something that we have to take weeks and months to investigate to? And if you want me to name drop, because I can't say names of the other people that I have complained about, Allison Fleming, I've had so many complaints that have come to me and gone to you guys, and it's always in an investigation. When does the investigation stop, and when do we actually treat the Civil Rights Commissions like they actually work for the city of Davenport as well? I want to know that. And now I see why Patrick Peacock went away from his position, because when I tell you up against the wall and I feel like nobody helps me out, and the people that help me don't need to look at me. There's a bunch of people on this panel, they don't help me, and I'm cool with that, because once again, I didn't come down here for friends, but I just want to know, when does it end that the Civil Rights Commission and Alderman Kelly gets the same treatment as the rest of these people on this panel and the rest of the employees in this building? Anybody got an answer for that? And you know what I'm talking about, because we entertain this on a weekly basis. It's tiring. I'm tired of getting emails of something that you guys can handle, because I'm only supposed to deal with the administrator and the lawyer, but why am I getting all these complaints? Because you guys aren't doing anything. These investigations are ongoing, and there's small things that can be taken care of within a day or a week. Why are we months into investigations? Why? And I'd hate to hit this nail on the head. Mallory, when you came to get your money, there was discussions, you got your money. Why is the civil rights why are they still waiting on the money from the city? And we're talking about money that we have to give away. What are we waiting on? Y'all can look at me like I'm crazy, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's getting old. You don't want to say that there's racism in the city, but it's apparent that when something happens and it's somebody of color, oh, no, that's not what we meant. Well, what did you mean? You don't move fast. You all sit around going, no. And then I look crazy. I don't look crazy, they don't look crazy, y'all look crazy, because the irony is you will never know what it's like to be in America, a black man in America, when things can't happen as fast as they happen for you. Why am I in a position where nothing can happen for me and or the people that I serve on a regular basis? Do you know how hard it is for me to come down here? I now see a shrink. I now go to a headache clinic for those that care. Oh, you don't. Trying to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Reynolds.
Thank you. Just a reminder that the 8th Ward is going to have a meeting tomorrow evening at the Eastern Avenue Library from 6 to 7:30. We're going to have some folks from Parks and Recreation, to talk about some of the new things that are going to be happening this year in the parks. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Very good. We'll move on. There are no items on the discussion agenda, so is there a motion for approval of all items on consent?
Move the consent agenda.
Motion is second. Mr. Krupp, please call the roll for all items on consent.
Kelly,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Burkholder,
Yes.
R. Dunn,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
T. Dunn,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes.
Reinhardt,
Yes.
and Grip.
Yes.
10 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. Consent's approved. The next area, other ordinances, resolutions, and motions, there are none for this evening. Ms. Merritt, is there a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Very good. Have a good weekend.